the vast world of comic book lore, few characters reach the level of raw power wielded by Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen and Scarlet Witch from Marvel's Avengers. Both characters represent not only extraordinary abilities, but also complex journeys of growth, trauma, and discovery. Dr. Manhattan, born out of a nuclear accident, is one of the most powerful beings ever depicted, with control over matter, time, and space, almost godlike in his abilities. Meanwhile, Scarlet Witch, or Wanda Maximoff, wields chaos magic, and with each story arc, her powers evolve, leading to reality-altering feats that place her in the ranks of the most powerful Marvel heroes. But when you bring these two titans into a hypothetical battle, the question becomes not only who is stronger, but who has the edge when combining strength, resilience, and strategy. Is Dr. Manhattan's omniscient detachment an advantage? Or is Scarlet Witch's raw emotional intensity her key to victory? In this narrative, we'll dive into each of their abilities, personalities, and weaknesses to see who would emerge victorious in this hypothetical duel. Dr. Manhattan. Power beyond the comprehensible. Dr. Manhattan, originally known as Dr. John Osterman, is transformed into an entity of pure energy, following a scientific accident that could have left anyone else dead. This rebirth gives him control over subatomic particles, which grants him a godlike array of powers. Not only can Dr. Manhattan manipulate matter, but he also has a unique perception of time. He doesn't experience time linearly like most beings. Instead, he perceives past, present, and future simultaneously. This ability means that he could, in theory, anticipate every single move his opponent might make, making him nearly impossible to surprise. Dr. Manhattan's powers go even further. He can teleport instantly, create multiple versions of himself, and even alter his own size, towering above opponents as an overwhelming force. His invulnerability is on another level as well. Even if he's disintegrated, he has shown the ability to reassemble himself effortlessly. Essentially, Dr. Manhattan exists as an indestructible entity who can bend reality at will. But with all this power comes a detached, almost apathetic view toward life and humanity. His lack of emotional connection makes him a cold opponent, one who is difficult to manipulate or distract. In a battle, he'd have the advantage of logical clarity, analyzing and adapting without letting emotions cloud his decisions. However, this same detachment could be his Achilles heel against a character like Scarlet Witch. Dr. Manhattan's apathy might make him underestimate the chaotic and unpredictable elements that Wanda embodies. The question becomes whether his logical mindset can truly defend against chaos magic, which by nature defies the laws he holds so dear. Scarlet Witch, the unpredictable force of chaos. Magic. Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff, has evolved through Marvel's storylines from a mutant with hex powers to a sorceress capable of wielding chaos magic. Her powers stem from her ability to manipulate probability, initially, and later to alter reality itself. One of her most infamous feats, saying the words, "No more mutants," nearly erased mutants from existence. Scarlet Witch's magic operates in a way that defies traditional understanding, giving her a unique advantage over even the most powerful beings. Unlike Dr. Manhattan, Wanda's powers are fueled by intense emotion, making her unpredictable in combat. Her trauma, losses, and inner struggles add layers to her character, and her resilience gives her the drive to push her powers beyond their limits when needed. While this unpredictability could be seen as a weakness, it also adds a layer of chaos that makes it nearly impossible for her opponents to anticipate her next move. Unlike Manhattan, who exists in a cold, calculated state, Wanda's magic is often unleashed in bursts, powered by her raw emotions. In a direct confrontation, Scarlet Witch's ability to warp reality could, in theory, counterbalance Dr. Manhattan's powers. She could alter his surroundings, disrupt his physical form, or even attempt to manipulate his perception of reality. Her powers, rooted in chaos, might allow her to exploit cracks in his understanding, even bypassing his invincibility. Yet, Scarlet Witch's vulnerability lies in her emotional intensity, which could sometimes cloud her judgment and cause her to take risks that a detached strategist like Dr. Manhattan might exploit. Battle analysis: tactical skill versus chaotic might. In a fight between Dr. Manhattan and Scarlet Witch, both characters would have distinct strategies. Dr. Manhattan, with his analytical mind, might first try to study Wanda's abilities, observing her attacks and attempting to predict her patterns. His perception of time would allow him to counter her moves with precision, possibly evading her attacks before they even materialize. His power to create duplicates of himself could also add to his advantage, overwhelming Wanda by creating a sense of omnipresence. On the other hand, Scarlet Witch would likely approach the fight with relentless intensity, channeling her chaos magic in unpredictable ways. Her abilities to warp reality could throw Dr. Manhattan off balance, making it difficult for him to gain control. She could alter his duplicates, interfere with his perception, or even disrupt his form momentarily. Wanda's reality warping potential could give her an edge in making the battle dynamic and chaotic, disrupting Dr. Manhattan's calculated approach. Ultimately, their powers alone would lead to an intense standoff. Dr. Manhattan's resilience and calm make him an opponent who could survive any initial assault, while Scarlet Witch's power to alter reality means she could adapt and shift her tactics in response to his actions. Conclusion: who would win? If we consider sheer raw power, Dr. Manhattan has the edge in terms of durability and scope of abilities. His invulnerability, ability to manipulate time, and near omniscience put him at a level that almost defies defeat. However, Scarlet Witch's chaos magic is uniquely suited to counter and disrupt such powers, and her emotional drive could give her a resilience that Manhattan, in his cold logic, might underestimate. In the end, the victor might depend on the setting and context of their battle. In a logical, calm environment, Dr. Manhattan's powers would allow him to prevail, slowly wearing down Wanda. But in a chaotic, unpredictable setting, Scarlet Witch could overwhelm him with her reality-bending abilities, using Manhattan's apathy against him. Ultimately, it's a battle of ideals as much as powers. Reason versus chaos, logic versus emotion. And while Dr. Manhattan may have the upper hand on paper, Scarlet Witch's power lies in her ability to defy logic. In a head-to-head, she may just surprise everyone, even Dr. Manhattan, with her unparalleled willpower and unyielding intensity. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.